Play the music.
Oh, yeah, play the music.
Grassroots Podcast. Thank you guys again for joining us. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And that's on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Hit the notification button to be notified of our episodes. I'm Brandon Killabh H. Hall.
I'm Erin Ashley Simon.
I'm Dr. Strange.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that shit fits.
Yeah.
I am Wilson. I was about to say I am Nas.
Oh my gosh. This has to be said. I know you don't like when things are being said, but this has to be said. Guys, we are going to be starting to do bonus topics.
Yeah, that needs to be said.
So we're going to start doing bonus topics. So instead of having one episode a week, you're going to have an episode and a bonus conversation.
Yep.
Later on.
Yep. Thank you. All right. So this is Endgame. We are in the Endgame. I want to first say I'm assuming everyone saw it, right? Everyone's cool.
Nah, but the one person who didn't, he got headphones on.
All right,
Yeah,
turn your volume up. Don't want to spoil it. I guess we have to say this.
Turn my headphones up.
Even though I do feel like
Spoiler.
we've given people enough time. But
Oh yeah, spoiler.
Spoiler alert ahead. So at this very stop right here is when we move forward. It's going to be spoilers. So if you don't want this movie to be spoiled, if you haven't seen it yet, I don't know why you haven't seen it yet. But if you haven't, you may want to exit now.
Out.
Yeah.
Quick question. Is it like, why do people get upset when social media collectively like gives like a deadline before we start talking about it? People are like, want the deadline to be till next weekend.
Yeah, no.
That's way too long.
That's way too long.
We give you till like Monday.
I thought we did very well with giving people quite a
I was
amount
surprised
of
by
Yeah.
the internet surprised me.
Like
Yeah.
this movie is too big for us to be waiting an extra
yeah,
week to
I'm
have a
not
conversation.
waiting.
This is not like we're watching Fast Furious or something.
And my other thing is I'm on watch 4. Like if I can do it, you can do it.
How did you get tickets?
Listen, bro, wizardry.
What is that, 12 hours of your life?
Yeah, wizardry. You've invested 11 years of your life. Don't look at me like in
Yeezys.
judgment. Yeah, what are you talking about?
No, I said 12 hours.
I know, but while you're judging me for investing 12 hours into this movie,
hours on
we've
Yeezys.
all waited 11 years.
yeah,
for this.
you probably
So,
waited to get some Yeezys. That's an investment of time.
100%. Say you haven't. Say you haven't. Look. Say you haven't.
I've never waited online for Yeezys.
No, you waited
you're
for them,
missing-
though.
you
That's
caveman.
time. Waited
Until I go
for
online.
them. You waited for them.
You
and
waited for
I
them.
also made no Kanye personally.
You don't. Okay,
Nobody
so
knows.
let's get into our topic.
That's
Yeah, how
false.
did you get? I'm still amazed that you got tickets. I wanted to see it again.
Oh, man.
I can't get tickets.
Sorry. You got to know people that know people. Okay, so
Or you can just go to movie in New York.
or that too. So first, our predictions. What did we get right? What did we get wrong? Let's discuss.
So my prediction, I got it correct, except I just didn't have the Infinity Stones as the component, but I did say that we would go back, they would travel back in time using the quantum realm
Yes.
in order to replay the battle with Thanos.
Yep. I got right.
Yes, let me brush my shoulders
Yeah, you
off
did.
for that
You
one,
did. You
because that
did.
shit was fire that I got
Brandon,
that.
You
Brush
know,
off them
Marvel,
things, bro.
apologize to the people for calling Loki.
Oh
a
yeah,
Kree
yeah.
in the
Oh
skull.
my God, yeah.
He's
so
a frost.
I
giant.
have to apologize, guys.
I was watching last week.
Yeah,
And
you know
Yo,
what?
I'm not even going to front. Yo, I don't know shit. When I read that, I was like, oh, goddamn Brandon.
Yeah, I have
could
to
he fuck that
apologize.
up?
Thank you. I definitely did fuck that up, guys. I'm so sorry. It was a long day of that recording, and it was a lot of reading, so I apologize. So first off, I was talking about the Russo brothers, so we're clear on that. And yes, I'm aware that Loki is a frost giant. I'm sorry about the mishaps, but you guys knew what the smart fans out there, they knew what I was talking about and realized that we had recorded a lot that day. So I apologize. My predictions. So my predictions that I got right were Stark putting on the glove, Hulk putting on the glove, Professor Hulk coming through, and the time travel shit, which I think we all kind of knew what that was. If you saw Ant-Man. And if you saw Ant-Man and the Wasp specifically, we kind of got that right. We knew where we were.
The interesting thing, we did bring up Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
But it's funny because that scene with what's her face and Hulk, I forget her name. Sorry,
the ancient one.
Yeah, the ancient one and
Yeah.
Hulk.
Yeah.
Like, because we said that Doctor Strange was going to be instrumental, but I didn't realize it was going to be in that way because that scene was super, super crucial.
Yeah.
It was super, super important. Like the ancient one, for her to give it up, She's about to fight him.
Well,
to
Well,
the-
she wasn't gonna fight him because she knocked his ass out.
yeah, she
real
knocked the
quick.
spirit out of his ass.
Well, no, but she was, but he said that I'm sorry, basically that he was going to do anything to get that stone. So
Yeah.
they were going to have to fight at some point. But fighting does not mean that he was going to win. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
okay,
My fault, my
Mr.
fault.
Literal over here.
Well, you can't kill the Hulk.
What do you mean you can't kill the Hulk? What are you talking about?
You can't kill that
Did
nigga.
you just see? Did you not see his arm?
Yeah, what are you talking about? Why can't the Hulk be killed?
You can't kill him.
No, you keep saying that. I'm saying why.
Hold on, time out. Yeah, we saw his arm, but that was all of the stones that fucked him up.
So that means the stones can kill him. But the stones can kill him.
But they didn't. They killed Tony.
No, you can. If they
Hulk's too
snap,
strong.
if
No,
the person
no,
who
no, no,
snaps,
no,
the
no,
person who
the-
snaps,
the-
if they wanted to kill Hulk, they could have killed Hulk.
Yeah, no. What he's saying
Okay.
is the damage. So Tony dies because of the snap.
I know,
But
I was
the
making it literal.
I know, but the reason
That
why
would be
the
little
Hulk
asses,
does
that
not
one, yeah.
die is because doesn't the
gamma.
the
There's the
gamma
gamma.
radiation is what saves him. You know who I found to be very very crucial about this whole shit, and we never even really talked about him, until obviously this movie. But Samuel Jackson, Fury. Fury knew. I went back and looked at a bunch of scenes. I looked at the scene where he's speaking, where Nick Fury is speaking to Captain America, and I believe I don't remember what Captain America was. But it's the ending scene where he's punching the punching bag. In the midst of him punching the punching bag, he mentions about, hey, that guy that used to be married to the woman or whatever. He's talking about Agent Carter in that specific scene. And then Nick or Captain then asks Nick Fury and says, hey, who's the guy you're talking about? And Nick Fury specifically says, I can't tell you that, it hasn't happened yet, or something to that degree. He was referencing the fact that Nick Fury knew Captain America in the past, I believe, and he knew that Captain America was going to end up with Agent Carter, but obviously he couldn't spoil it. It also makes me think that Nick Fury, and Doctor Strange were in cahoots with this plan, because they both knew. They both made very, very suggestive statements throughout these timelines, letting you know that they both knew what was going to happen. I think they knew what was going to happen just because of Doctor
What movie
Strange.
is this in with Nick Fury?
So it's in the Captain America movie. It's the deleted scene at the end where Captain America is punching the punching bag. It's the deleted scene. Avengers. I'm sorry. Avengers, the first one. Captain America is punching the punching bag.
Right.
They have dialogue, but the dialogue that they have is around the fact that, hey, you're so angry about punching this bag, or who's the guy or whatever he used to be married to, something to that degree. But he's referencing Agent Carter in that scene, allegedly. That's what he's referencing.
Interesting take.
The other thing, it's not an interesting take. It's just what was out there. The other thing is, I think that the real hero of this movie is the Rat.
Yeah.
The Rat. If the Rat does not step on that fucking time machine to get Ant-Man out, I don't know what they do.
The Rat's the real MVP.
He's a real MVP. The Rat is a real MVP. He may be the strongest MCU character and don't even know it. He may not even know that shit. So
Yeah, because if the button, Ant-Man would have been pushed out.
yeah, buddy.
Then him bringing up the quantum realms would not have forced Tony Starks to do the whole modeling of how it can be done.
Yeah.
Oh, you also got to give a shout out to his wife though, because if she didn't tell him do that shit, he wouldn't have done it.
Pep, man.
Pep is the MVP too.
Pep is the real MVP,
Do that
man.
shit. Do it.
She did. That's what she did. She
Yeah,
said,
did.
"Do
She
that
did. She
shit."
did. Which I thought was dope. Like she
If she said no,
sacrificed-
yeah.
If she says no,
He wouldn't
and
have
does
done
not
that.
prove
It would've been done.
The history is written. It's over.
Nah, he doesn't.
You think so?
Yeah, because she said, even if I told you no, would you
Oh
be
yeah,
able to sleep?
yeah.
Yeah, but I also feel like it would have been a little bit harder because he has his daughter.
Yeah.
Because like even still, like
That's what he struggled
he was still pushing against it because of his daughter.
Yeah, Ironheart.
And
Yeah.
and I think a little part of him inside. I mean, he knew. I mean, he knew he was gonna die.
I think
Y'all saw when he did that video towards the end.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that he was hesitant because he had a feeling that he was going to die.
So here's my thing with that, because a lot of people, I saw a bunch of mixed reviews, especially about the Captain America shit. But before we get into that piece, what were the biggest surprises that we had in this movie that we none of us even thought about happening?
Namor.
Good one.
Namor.
Good one.
Do you
Good one.
explain? Can explain?
What's his sister's name that was the head of Wakanda security? what is her name?
Well, I don't remember.
It says what the,
Damn, y'all don't remember y'all own people's names.
I'm not from Wakanda.
Yeah, I'm not from Wakanda either.
You went to Wakanda? Please tell me how it is.
Okoye, yeah.
Okoye.
So she said there was tremors in the water, and Black Widow goes, "Oh, what is it?" She said, "It is an earthquake."
Yeah.
Says, "So what are you gonna do about that?" Nothing. Yo, but it's not. That's a little peek right there. Namor.
Yeah, Neymar. The other thing I was shocked about is Black Widow passing.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I did not
Yeah.
see that coming.
We talked about either Iron Man or Captain America dying.
Yeah,
We did
at
say that, but
no
Black Widow, I was
point.
not expecting
What?
that.
At no point.
With
did I
her
see that
dying,
coming.
what I would have did if I'm Kevin Feige is I'm moving Captain Marvel's solo movie after Endgame, and I'm giving Black Widow her own solo movie. And I think that death would have felt a little bit more.
Yeah.
Did you know that
I'll watch
people
it.
didn't realize that in the comic books during that scene? Because I heard some people saying, like, why are they fighting to die? They're actually related.
Yeah.
People don't know that they're related.
Who?
Ronan and
Hawkeye?
Black
And
Widow.
Black
Yeah,
Widow,
well, he
yeah.
was
Are
Ronan
they?
then, but yeah. In the comic books, they're actually siblings.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say I got a little bit of
Oh yeah,
sexual tension.
MCU there.
In the MCU,
Yeah.
it's more sexual tension or unspoken
Yeah,
sexual
but
tension.
because a lot of people were like, "Yo, why is he keeping so hard to like
Yeah.
die?" And like they're fighting, like they're friends. Just let her go. And I'm
Yeah.
like, well, they have a very strong relationship. I was like, they don't make it as clear cut in the movies, but in the comic books, they're actually related. Like
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
siblings.
And people wasn't there with them in Budapest.
yeah.
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 Yeah, that's true.
On top of that, if she comes back in his movie, he's in there.
I think so. More than
She's
likely.
not.
But I don't think she's coming back. Yeah.
not.
I think it's a dub.
Well, in her movie, we're probably going to see him, a younger version of him.
I hope they don't do this little back in 90s.
Because if
thing
they're
again.
training in Budapest,
love
he was
films?
there, so
Not-
they're going to have
not-
to see. Oh, they do the
Yeah.
love
Not
fest
for
back and forth? Oh, gosh.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's weird considering, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
What did you guys think about their time travel rules? Those were very, very, and I like the banter in the movie where they broke down all of those historical movies, like Back to the Future, all of these time travel movies. I was like, it doesn't work like this. No, it doesn't work like this. Like they purposely put in that little scene just to let you know that this is a different take on time travel. You can go in the past and go fuck with shit. It's not gonna matter
Yeah.
as long as you put the stones back. Everything is great.
Well, yeah, what they were saying was your past doesn't change.
Yeah.
So when you do go back and you touch something,
Yeah.
it deviates and makes a whole new timeline.
Yeah.
So which is dope because now you can introduce people like the X-Men.
Yeah.
You can introduce Loki and his solo run.
The multi-universes.
Yeah. So I like it. It's a little. You just got to go with it. You gotta
It's a little wonky.
Yeah.
A little
Yo,
wonky.
it's kind of fucked up. It's kind of fucked up that part of the reason why Thanos won the first time is because their future selves came back and they fucked up at certain parts.
Yeah.
Like that blows my mind. Like
What?
with the Captain America scene when they went where Loki disappeared, Iron Man
He stole
and
the Tesseract, remember?
Yeah,
Yeah,
told
but that's a different reality.
Yeah, he didn't win because of that.
He didn't win
no,
because of that.
but
But they find out that's a flaw in the plan. Remember, the plan was to go back into the past and go steal each individual stone.
Yeah.
What he's talking about is when they're in the building right after that big fight in New York, and they're going to go get the Tesseract, and something happens. I can't remember what happens, but the Tesseract opens up on the floor. Loki sees it and then takes it, and then he escapes.
You're right.
That's his way of going and diverting because he's going to have his own show in the Disney.
and
thing.
but also didn't also in the original scene in the movie, he was fighting what he thought was Loki.
yeah, the hologram version of him, and then he actually caught.
But then
that.
now, based off of Endgame, it wasn't actually Loki. It was himself that he was
Yeah.
battling.
Yeah.
No, it was actually Loki. Remember, your past, you can't affect your past.
Oh well, yeah. If the rules, that's
You
that's
can't
the thing
affect
that's
the
weird.
past.
So yeah, it is.
No, but I'm
Loki.
saying that's the trippy part is that you can't affect your past, but the future came back and still was affecting the past. It's
Yeah.
weird.
No.
Do you know?
No. It's still the
Well,
same.
no, because
It's still the
if he
same.
would have taken, once he takes that Tesseract, he automatically goes off into a different timeline.
Yeah. That's what's
It's
happening.
over.
Whatever
Yeah,
happens,
branch is
happens.
off.
Yeah, that fight that happened, that is Loki, and that fight happens. Nothing changes. But that's why.
Just that Loki.
Yeah,
but then there's
just
still
that
the
Loki.
Loki in that timeline.
Yeah. And the other thing with
It's
people,
stupid.
But it still switches.
real
It
lazy
still switches
writing.
up the past a little bit.
No,
Doesn't change
that's what
anything.
that ancient one said. Your past is your past.
yeah.
You can't change your past, so it deviates.
You just started
But
a
it's-
universe.
You just start a new universe. Mm-hmm. That's it.
But it's
You got to go with it. You know,
no. I'm going with it, but I'm saying for that specific. Okay.
It's weird.
yeah, I know.
I'm
what
gonna say
you're
that specific scene though, it can appear that their past was altered. Do you know what I'm saying?
I can see how you can make that assumption.
I can make
but-
that assumption, but at the end of the
But the
day,
ancient one already said.
yeah, the ancient one is already saying, "Yo, the past."
The ancient one didn't know shit until Hulk came up and she was like, "Oh, he did it for a reason."
Man, y'all still confused by this? I never even saw that rat hit that button.
Wait,
What?
son?
Yo,
It literally was fixated on.
You were sitting right next to me.
Like it was just a screen and a rat, and it was right there. So
Pause.
how did you miss that?
You didn't see it?
Never saw it.
When the van is in the lockup,
He definitely closed his eyes.
they zoom in on the van, and in the midst of that, you see the rat climbing over stuff, and then he gets to the machine, the controller.
Hits the
that
button.
opens
And he hits
up
the button.
Yeah, he opens,
Yeah.
and that's how he gets out.
Nigga 6ix9ine got another hit. That nigga can do anything.
I see what you did there, but I see what you did there.
I fucked it up. I had to bring it back.
Yeah.
Start a whole new universe.
Oh my god.
Fucking retarded.
I had to get that one off.
From coming, I was explaining to Wilson on the way here. Marvel has options now. You know what I got wrong? I thought Beta Ray Bill was gonna pop up.
I told you that was wrong. I knew that
but
wasn't happening.
thinking when
That'd have been dope.
after,
Yo, I'm
would've
not gonna
been-
front because Nas put that shit in my head when they was opening up all those portals.
I was like, yo, Beta
I
Ray
was
Bill
waiting
gonna-
for this horse nigga to fucking jump through.
You can't.
But there's no way. Yeah,
you
there's no
can't
way.
introduce a powerful character like Beta Ray Bill because you got to tell his story correctly. That has to be very, very
Well,
precise.
unless we knew his story was gonna come up.
That's what I'm saying. He was
because,
never
yeah.
hinted at nothing. You
Because
know
you can
nothing
hint
about
at,
him.
yeah. You can
But
hint
the-
at it if you know it's coming up.
But then when I heard the Russos go like, this was this is the cap for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
So they got to cut everything off, tying up all loose ends, and we're starting fresh with Far From Home.
Yeah. Now here's my thing. I'm a little concerned with. I'm really worried about the new directors that come on. Like I think that the Russos have done a great job in giving the perfect alley-oop to whoever are going to be the next people to create Phase 4. Because Phase 3 ends with Spider-Man Far From Home and then starts the new phase. I don't know what I have the movie of what's left. I have a list of the dates, the tentative dates,
Yeah.
but they're untitled Marvel movies, but they are confirmed to be Marvel movies.
How do you think that now that Disney is owning its own streaming platform, I feel like Phase 4, even though it is the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I feel like the Phase 4 is going to be the MCU within the smaller branches, what they have on the streams. Do you think they're going to tie some of that stuff back to the movie?
Yeah.
Because then it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
because if you connect the shows to the movie, you'll make more money because you have to watch the shows to maybe
100%
add some back to the
Feige's
movies.
thinking
That's
about it.
what I think that they're doing. That's why I think that they purposely in Endgame you saw how low-key
Left and you don't know where- you didn't see where he
you,
went.
You see a lot of these
Yeah.
things. They're gonna play off it. It's the same thing that they did with Agent Carter. Same thing they did with the Agents of Shield, where this guy, the guy that got killed, Agent, what's his name? The funny guy.
Coulson.
Coulson dies in an Avengers movie, but he comes back, and then the first episode they're like, "Oh, I thought you were dead," and he's like, "Oh, it was some top secret mission that we did, and I survived, but I can't let people know all this, sci-fi shit." But I think that's a way to start to have a different type of marketing for Phase 4. I don't think we've even reached the tip of the iceberg with the amount of characters and storylines that we're going to be introduced.
No,
to.
because you have X-Men. Now you have the A-Team back under the wing.
Well,
So that deal's already closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ice pointed this out to me, and when I went and just looked at a lot of the movies again, there's really no mention of mutants whatsoever.
Yeah, because
Well-
they couldn't.
they
Well-
couldn't,
well,
right?
Yeah,
Don't use the
Scarlet Witch is a mutant.
Correct.
Yeah.
But they don't look at her as being that, right? The only
Because they said she got her powers from the Tesseract.
correct, which is not accurate. But I know we have to stop saying that too, because I know there's a clear.
I mean, the MCU is different.
Yeah, there's a clear difference between MCU and the comic book, so we have to stop doing that. I know we all grew up on the comics.
Yeah.
So
Well,
let's
but they
go
do
with
take
what-
some. They take some inspiration
Little-
though, but they like to tweak it, like we said with
Yeah.
with Hawkeye and Black Widow.
Yeah,
You know, it's
I'm-
the relationship aspect.
I'm just saying it's little things. I know people get funny about that. So
Yeah, yeah.
we'll keep it straight MCU. If we talking just straight MCU, then all right, great. She's not a mutant. She just has powers. But the Inhumans are the ones that are supposed to start that conversation of
Yeah, but that shit is
mutants.
whack. That shit was whack.
Listen, let me be clear. I don't know if it's gonna be whack.
No, that show was whack. It came and went.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying that still starts that conversation.
Yeah, but
I
now
just
you have-
wonder if they'll pick it up.
No, you have alternate timelines now.
Was that show a part of the MCU?
It was supposed to be.
It was supposed
Inhumans?
to
Yeah.
be. Yeah.
Other people can get powers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
people
so
with
it's
powers.
that time. Once you start messing with the time travel, like Baron Mordo said, Doctor Strange, the bill comes due.
Yeah.
The bill's coming due, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
So the X-Men in 6 or 7 years, don't laugh at that, man.
I think it was the way that you said the bill comes due. Like it was
That's what
weird.
Baron Mordo said in the movie, right?
No, I know, but he
the
said
bill
it
comes
the way
due.
he said it was cool.
I'm just now realizing Nas practiced that line.
Yeah, a little bit.
He definitely hit me with that line.
You probably was
And he
standing next
nailed
to
it
him
just
and
now.
he mumbled it and you were like, huh? Oh no, he's like,
He
no.
nailed it.
You guys are assholes. That's all we're friends.
He
That's what
definitely mumbled that
friends
shit
are
on the
for.
Yeah, but you still got Baron Mordo out there. Look at just the dope ass villains that you can go with is Doctor Doom, Mr. Sinister,
Mr. Sinister.
Mm-hmm.
Whew.
Galactus. Silver Surfer story is dope all by itself.
I think keeping it a buck, I think the next big like to recap, I guess the next set of phases, the next big villains they could do is Onslaught. Onslaught is Professor X. When Professor X loses his mind, that happens in the comics, I'm aware, but I could see them doing that in the MCU where he loses his mind and the entire galaxy has to fight him to stop him. Like everyone, good, bad, right, wrong, have to stop Professor X because he's killing everybody. I could see Galactus, and I really could see them rebooting Silver Surfer. And the only reason I say Silver Surfer is because that can then usher in Galactus and then Fantastic Four.
I would say
A better Fantastic Four.
Well, yeah, let me say that. A better Fantastic
I
Four.
would say that they're gonna go with X-Men versus Avengers. That storyline.
Well, before we even get there, what are you guys' thoughts on this Dark Phoenix trailer?
She
Yo,
better
people
kill
hate.
everybody.
I think it's gonna be fire. I was sitting in the theater and I was like, oh my god. Now, mind you, I know that I'm not in the minority, or I'm in the minority rather, of people that like the new X-Men movies. I don't like the Hugh Jackman movies, the Halle Berry. I think that they fucked them up. Once they did like Days Gone, Days Past, like all of those iterations of the young X-Men.
When they tried to correct the timeline.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant. And I'm not mad at the Dark Phoenix movie. I think just from the trailer itself, I'm sold.
As long as she kills everybody at the end.
Well, that's my thing. They got to do it right though. Like Phoenix kills everyone. Like everyone goes.
And it restarts?
And
Yeah.
It
restarts in
and
the
MCU. It restarts the MCU, and I think that's the way you can reboot.
That'd be fire.
Yeah, you can reboot the X-Men into the MCU, and that's what I was saying before. Oh no, you weren't on the episode. The episode where we talked about Endgame or leading up to Endgame, I thought that they would introduce or hint at the X-Men in Endgame just because it would make sense.
Well, no,
because
you
with
could.
The Dark
The
Phoenix.
deal wasn't done then, and they filmed Infinity Wars and Endgame back to back.
Yeah.
So people, when the actors go, I really didn't know what I was filming and what I was filming it for. It's because it's like, yo, they're just calling your number. You're gonna go shoot the scene, and it's mismatch.
Yeah,
You know, they're not.
yeah.
That's smart.
shooting
Yeah,
it in
freaking
order.
Tom giving
yeah.
out.
and I
info.
think we can take our hats off to the Russo brothers. What a bunch of fucking misdirections they put out there.
Yeah.
I am certain now that all those leaked pictures all come from them. I'm certain that all of those rumors all come from them. It's one big misdirection so that you never ever know what
Serena
they're
was in
doing.
on it.
Yeah. I'm certain. I'm certain of it. I'm
Serena
certain.
was 100%.
The picture that makes the most sense to me is where you have the picture of the battleground. Where they go back to the fight for New York, where you know specifically it's the fight for New York, but then you see all three of them walking, but Deadpool is there. They did that purposely. Like a lot of what they did just to throw us off as
Well,
viewers. I love that.
and it may not even be that they did that purposefully in the sense of like having Deadpool in it. It's just one of the versions that they filmed.
Yeah.
They filmed multiple outcomes. So if one outcome got leaked, you know they could have done? All right, we got another outcome. Let's add this one so no one knows.
Yeah.
That's what they can do. So then you never know.
Yeah.
Might have been a promo for like new Deadpool movie though.
I thought about that too. I thought
Yeah.
about, because you know how Deadpool, the last Deadpool 2, he goes back and kills him for himself. He goes back and has a face-to-face with Wolverine. He goes back and does all these things. Maybe it could be a time travel aspect, because Cable is now in Deadpool 2. Maybe he did something and stumbled onto the Battle of New York. I don't know. That could be in Deadpool. That was just off the top of the head. I don't know.
I'm thinking about pre-ordering Endgame on iTunes.
Well, it's already out.
I've been did that.
It's
You
already
crazy.
out. It was out like the
I've been
day
did that, yeah.
the day it launched.
The day it launched,
Yeah.
I clicked the 20 bones. Take all of my money. Take it.
Did anybody else get that Suge Knight feel when Thanos was on the screen?
Yeah.
I was like, damn, this nigga Suge Knight for real.
Yeah. Yo, but you know what?
He was killing it.
I feel like, and I keep saying this, I feel like Endgame is the best superhero movie I've ever seen. The reason why I think Thanos may be the most intelligent, sinister villain I've ever seen on screen yet.
Because of his purpose.
Yeah.
It's because of his purpose. It's not just like, oh, I want to rule the world. It's like
Yeah.
he actually thinks he's doing something
He
good.
really
Yeah.
believes that he is the savior for humanity and has to wipe us out. We don't even know we're bad for the people. Like,
You know what had me shooked?
what?
Thor and his his beer belly.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that had me shooked.
Melted ice cream?
Melted ice
That
cream.
had me shooked. I was
Yeah.
like, my gosh.
So-
Ooh, I got a good debate question. I'm sorry. What is a better scene? Because me and Ice were having this conversation. What's a better scene now? Right? When
Is this with
when-
Spider-Man?
No. When
Oh.
Thor comes into Wakanda and saves the day, or when Captain America wields Thor's hammer.
It's not even a debate. It's Captain America.
Yeah. But the biggest part about that is how Thanos still fucks him up, even though he has the hammer and the shield.
I think
Yeah.
I
No
think
stone.
I
No
think,
stones.
Yeah,
No stones.
I
Still
think the
fucked him
Captain
up.
America one too, because we know that not everyone can wield the hammer.
Yeah.
You have to be worthy of
And then he called
the
for
hammer.
lightning. He called for
Well, the call for lightning shit. It was one thing to pick up the hammer. I was like, all right.
Yeah, nigga, Thor couldn't even do that the first 3 movies.
Yeah, like that's what I was sitting there saying. I was like, how you got the power and Thor took mad long to discover this electricity?
With mad accuracy.
Word.
Nigga saying,
He did a-
and then hit him with it.
Yeah, but he did like a Mortal Kombat combination. Nigga threw the fucking shield off and bounced him like he did. Like he did mad
Finish him.
combos.
Yo,
Then he didn't.
that part right there.
Amazing. Oh my god.
Wilson could tell you, I look like a little kid, man.
Yeah,
I sat up on that.
I was, yo, the whole movie, I was like this, mad. Every 3-hour movie, I didn't move. I had my cup there just in case I had to pee in it. I was ready.
Yo, the guy next to us, the second that it hit Captain America's hands, guy next to us was like, yes! It was like, yo, my man.
Yo, on the low, there was a guy sitting in front of me. I could have sworn he was sobbing. Like when
Listen.
Iron Man died, all I heard was, I was like, I looked up, are you crying? Like, are you crying?
Yo, Money was there with his girl too, yo.
Yo, word.
Probably bounces ideas off that.
Yo, with that scene though,
gosh.
that just shows you how dope Robert Downey Jr. is as an
man.
actor, because he looked at Pep, but he didn't really look at her. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he like, I hear you, but I'm not looking at you.
He's dead at that point. You could see him fading, and he's just like,
Well, he was holding on when she says you can rest now.
Yeah.
Then he went,
Yeah, he answered her.
oh,
The bill comes due.
Yeah.
He answered her.
No,
though.
he didn't.
I could have swore he said yeah or something like that.
huh?
Huh?
Yeah, he said, hey,
he
Pep.
said, "What's
Yeah.
up?" Okay.
Yeah, he said, hey, Pep.
So the bill
What was
comes
it,
due.
what do you think was because I saw Ice tweet this out. What do you think was a little sadder part when Spider-Man was like, "Oh, I don't feel too good," and disappeared, or when at the end he said, "Stark, we won,"
Nah, the
but Stark was like,
Nah, Spider-Man.
I ain't gonna lie to you. The
"No,
Spider-Man.
it's the same. It's Spider-Man in both." But I'm saying which one?
him
Yeah,
dying.
so the
Yeah.
Endgame or Infinity War? I got
I mean, the Endgame was kind of sad too because we knew Stark was gonna die.
No, it's Infinity War.
Yeah, I still got Infinity War. Him crying like that.
Mr. Stark?
Yeah.
Mr. Stark.
He's like, what's happening? What's happening? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty bad.
Yo, Nas brought up a good point though about the Spider-Man movie coming up.
What?
As far as his age,
Oh
all
yeah,
that?
yeah. I don't know.
how's he gonna? Is he still in high school?
Yeah,
like, what's
it's
up?
weird because I don't know. It's 5 years. It's 5 years has passed.
Yeah.
So are you still in high school?
He wouldn't. He technically
still that
would-
age.
He wouldn't be in high school though.
But
You know
he's
how
still
many
that.
times he skipped classes?
Yeah,
He's still that same age, though.
Listen,
Yeah,
when
right?
he was in the soul
Yeah, he's
realm,
dropout at
and
this
when he was
point.
in the soul realm, he tells he was like, "Yo, Tony, I was only in there for like a few hours." Doctor Strange said you needed us, and then the portals opened up, and I came out, and he said it's
Yeah.
been 5 years later, and I was like, "What?" So it's just like he didn't age.
Yeah.
And is this the fat man, his homeboy? Did he not age? Was he there too?
Well, that's the other thing I don't understand.
I'm guessing he was there.
There's a few loopholes here. Like Cap bringing back the Stones. There's a little bit of loopholes.
Cap is 170 years old.
I know that. But I'm just saying that the loopholes in certain aspects are a little wonky.
No,
like the kid, the chubby kid in the school, when he sees him, he's all happy. He should not look the same.
Nah, he might have disappeared too, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Are they at BCC? Are they at Bronx Community College?
Ha ha.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense.
And Cap.
I mean, listen, time got fucked up, so they probably said we're just gonna do whatever we want.
We do whatever we want.
Because time was fucked up.
But Nas explained the Captain America joint to me.
Cap, he was on ice, right? The super soldier serum is not immortal.
Yeah.
It just slows the aging process down.
Yeah.
That's all it does. He was 90 years old before they introduced him in Avengers. Mm-hmm. He was 90.
Yeah.
So what's that? 6 years ago? Yeah. Now he's 96 when he fights Thanos. He goes back to 1950 at 96 years old, then lives another 60 years.
Yeah.
He's kind of old.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
So when he's sitting on the park bench,
Oh yeah.
you're old, bro.
So him going back actually put him on the regular course.
The right course, correct. So that's what I'm saying. Technically speaking, Cap is still alive. Iron Man is still alive. Widow is not in the alternate.
In those alternate universes, nobody can reach.
They're alive. Widow is dead regardless because Widow is not.
Yeah, she had to make the sacrifice.
Yeah, she had to make the sacrifice. So that's a dub. But I think. And then you got Gamora. I think I know we got to wrap up really quickly, but I feel like Gamora will be the villain for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, you'll be absolutely incorrect. Excuse me.
Okay, well, I'm open to being wrong. I feel like the first part of the movie will be them searching for her.
Right.
I feel like she's still misguided. She just saw her father get killed.
Yeah.
She don't know who Quill is or anybody else. And I think that
She said, "Who's this guy?"
Yeah, and I think that the start of Guardians of the Galaxy will be her on a warpath, killing mad people, and them going to find her.
Yo, quick question. Didn't Gamora get sacrificed for the Soul Stone before?
Yeah, but it's the past her that came through when Thanos and them came through. Because Thanos was dead. The future Thanos died. But they went back because the past, 2014 Thanos
you're right.
was still
So she
alive.
didn't come back after that.
That's why her
sacrifice,
sister.
right?
That's why there was two of her
All right.
sisters.
All right, we good.
Yeah, but in the Asgardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, that is the title, just to let you know. The Asgardians of the Galaxy. Mm-hmm. They're going to go search for Gamora. It's a love story. Adam Warlock shows up because he's still looking for them.
So you're saying the same thing I'm saying.
No, you didn't say Adam Warlock.
I didn't get to.
Thor, you weren't going to get there.
Thor's going to lose weight.
Thor's definitely going to lose weight. He's a god. It takes him like an hour. And he's going to fight Adam Warlock. And that's how they're going to wrap up as Guardians of the Galaxy.
I agree.
My biggest,
I don't think
my
that's gonna be
biggest
that
thing is how many people do you think got upset when Captain America handed over the shield to a black man?
Well, that's comic books.
Well, yeah, that's
No. Guys.
I agree with you.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to be honest, he's going to be a white captain. He doesn't have the super soldier serum. Yeah, you have some wings, some metal wings that could be broken.
On top of that, what's a black? What's the nigga gonna do with that shield? Protect himself from police?
Oh my God.
Like, what do you like? For real? What is he doing?
If I'm being honest, I'm keeping it all the way a buck. I've never been a fan of Falcon or
War Machine.
War Machine, yeah. But Falcon, I've never been a fan of Falcon.
Yeah, he doesn't have super.
Yeah, like
serum.
it's not. He just flies. Like
He's
it's
a
not.
black man with metal wings and 2 Glocks.
Yeah.
Well, in the MCU world, you never know.
Yeah, word. I guess to the fans and viewers, let us know what you guys think. What were some of the shocking moments that you did not anticipate? What were some of the things that you yourselves got right? Also, what did you think about some of the breakdowns that we've done? Do you want to hear more or do you want to hear less? Let us know. Grassroots Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Hit the notification button. I'm one of the hosts, Brandon Killabh Hall.
I'm also Erin Ashley Simon.
Regular Nas.
I'm Wilson.
And we out. Peace.
Grassroots.